Welcome to the party. Today we're going to draw Toad from the Super Mario Brothers. What do you think about that, Mr. Ice Cream?
I'm super pumped about it. Toad was always my man in Mario Kart.
Well, thanks for that input. I'm glad you're excited. So, you're going to want to have a pencil handy for this one because we might need to do a little bit of erasing. So, let's get started. So, we're going to start with a big circle on top of the page here. And then on the bottom third of the circle, we're going to draw a little curving line like that. Then from the bottom of that line, we're going to draw a little U shape. And then we're going to do two ovals right in the middle here with two little circles for the highlights. And then right at the bottom part of the circle, we're going to do two little lines just under the eyes and then connect those. Do another little U shape for the smile. And then a line for the tongue. So, now we're gonna wanna take our eraser and erase these lines on the edges and the lines that connected in the face there. And now we've kind of got Toad's face. So then we're gonna wanna add a big circle right near the top of his hat. And then two half circles kind of on the edges like that. And then Toad doesn't really have a neck, so we're gonna draw his vest coming right out of his chin there. So we're gonna do one line coming down this way, and then another line going that way. And then put that out to the side there. Another line coming down from the chin to connect it. Now, this side of the vest is going to be covered up by his foot because we're doing Toad in a jumping position. So here, we're going to start right from the bottom of this line and do a big oval like that. And then we connect that side to the oval. Now we're gonna do, he's got a little bit of a cuff on the vest there. So we're kind of gonna wanna have a little separation like that. Now we can do his arm here, which kind of starts right below his chin and curves up. We're gonna keep the hand really simple, so we just do one bump for a thumb, and then we do a line like that, and then another bump for the pinky, and then we're just kind of gonna add two little bumps in the middle like that. And then we connect that back to the vest. And then we're gonna wanna do the same thing on the other side. So going up like that. Bump for the thumb. Little curve. Bump for the pinky. And then just add 2 little fingers in the middle. Okay, now we're gonna connect the vest. A little line right in the middle like that. And then I think my oval here is a little too skinny, so I'm gonna make it a little bit wider and erase the extra. Then we're gonna do another oval inside that, really close to the bottom, but not touching the bottom. And closer to the bottom than the top, so we leave a little extra room on the top. Now from the bottom of his foot to the edge of his vest, we're gonna do a big curve like that. And then his other foot comes down like this. All right, so there's our toad drawing. So now I'm gonna darken this in with some Sharpies. Okay, on second thought, before we go to the Sharpies, I'm gonna make a few corrections here and I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. So in looking at my reference, I'm noticing that Toad's hat is really not big enough. So I'm just gonna make this circle even bigger. Make that circle bigger. And then I'm going to erase the first circle. And then his pants is a little more round also, so I think I'm gonna make this shape come out a little bit more and connect that. When I used to teach art in high school, I used to say, you don't start drawing until you start erasing. So never be afraid to correct your mistakes. Well, really, there are no mistakes, but never be afraid to improve on what you got by pulling out an eraser. All right, now I'm thinking we're pretty close to the shape of what Toad's supposed to look like. So now it's time to darken this in with some Sharpies. All right, so I'm thinking this is looking pretty good so far. So now we just gotta add some color. All right, so there's our super simple drawing of Toad from Super Mario Brothers. What do you think, Mr. Ice Cream?
I think Toad is amazing, and this drawing is amazing.
Man, you always make me feel so good about myself. Anyways, hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you at the next party.